friends, this video on work, energy and power part 7 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos from part 1 to part 6 before going ahead with part 7. Now we would study the physics behind or the physics which relates kinetic energy with work. How is work related to kinetic energy? We have a very famous theorem called the work energy theorem, which tells us the relation between work and kinetic energy. So let us study the work energy theorem considering that the force is constant. That is, a constant force is applied on a body to produce displacement. Right? Here this is a pre-assumption. We have assumed that the force does not change with displacement. Force will remain the same. So what is work energy theorem? It states that work done on a body by a force acting on it is equal to the change in kinetic energy. That means when a force is applied on a body and there is a displacement, work is done. Right? Now this work done on a body is equal to the change in kinetic energy. So basically work done equals to change in kinetic energy. That is the statement of work energy theorem. Now let us try to prove the truth of this theorem. Now here we have considered that the force which is applied on the body is constant. Now let us again remember our kinematic equations. So from kinematics third equation, we know that V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Right? Now what we can do is, let us suppose that we multiply both sides of the equation by half m. That is, multiply both sides by half m. Okay, so what will we get? We'll get half mv square is equal to half mu square plus half m into 2s. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So we get half mv square is equal to half mu square plus mas. Now what is mass into acceleration? Mass into acceleration is equal to force. So we can write it as force into displacement. What is force into displacement? This is nothing but work done. So we can write this plus W. So what did we get? We get work done is equal to half mv square minus half mu square. Now what is half mv square? Kinetic energy. What is half mu square? Here u is the initial velocity. So this is the initial kinetic energy and this is the final kinetic energy. So this is k final minus k initial. So we see that the work done on a body is equal to the change in kinetic energy. So this is how we have proved or we have arrived at the work energy theorem. So work energy theorem states that the work done on a body is equal to the change in kinetic energy. Here we are assuming that the force applied on the body is constant with time and is constant with displacement. So the force remains constant. Now we'll go ahead and we'll see the scenario when the force is variable. That means the force changes with the displacement. Till now we saw the scenario where the force remained constant with displacement. Now we will see where the force changes with displacement. Let us now study the work done by a variable force. To understand this, let us draw the graph of force displacement. We take force along the y-axis and displacement is taken along x-axis, and this is our origin. We say that the force changes with displacement. That means the graph will not be a straight line. It would be something like this. Let us suppose the force is changing, the value of force is changing at every point as the displacement is changing. So what we can say? From this we can say that force is nothing but a function of displacement. Force is a function of displacement. So when we write a quantity in this way, it means that force is a function of displacement. That is, force changes as displacement changes. Let us denote displacement by x, otherwise you will get confused. So this is displacement. Okay. Now let us suppose that at this point the displacement was x1, and at this point the displacement is x2. Okay, so we also know that work done is equal to force into displacement. Now here, since force is also changing at every point and displacement is also changing, so how will we find the value of work done? Let us consider a small section to make our work easy. Let us suppose we consider a small section. We considered this much section. Now we want to find out the work done in this small section. That means the work done in moving from this point to this point. Right. So what will be the force for this? Let us suppose that this distance, this small distance is equal to delta x. So we have to calculate, we are asking you to calculate the work done in covering a displacement of delta x. So for the small section, the work done will also be very small, that is delta w. So delta w will be equal to f of x into delta x, because the value of force is variable, it depends on x. So we write it as f of x into delta x, right? Therefore, the amount of work done, the total work done will be integration of this small work done. I hope you all know what is integration. Integration means joining small parts to make a bigger part. So we have calculated the work done for this small part. Now small this many parts together will constitute this entire area, this entire path. So the total work done will be integration of this small work done, right? So this will be equal to f of x delta x, where x is changing from x is equal to x1 to x is equal to x2. That means we want to integrate this small area from between these 2 points, from x1 to x2. So this will be the one. So this we can write as, so this can also be written as, this is equal to summation of f of x delta x from x1 to x2. So both of these are almost the same things, right? So I hope you understood the concept here. I just wanted to make the concept clear to you. When the force is variable, that means when the force is changing with displacement, then we denote force as f of x. And in that case, the work done is given by the integration of small amount of work done for a small area, right? So this becomes w is equal to integration of fx delta x for x is equal to x1 to x is equal to x2. Now you might be wondering, why did I discuss this? I discussed this because till now we studied the work energy theorem for constant force. Now we will see the modification in the work energy theorem for a variable force. So now you are clear what is a variable force? A force which changes with displacement. Right. So now let us go ahead and see the work energy theorem for a variable force. The statement of the work energy theorem, even in this case, remains the same. What was the statement? The statement was work done on a body is equal to the change in kinetic energy. So this statement will remain the same. So we will try to prove the work energy theorem considering that the force is variable, that is the force is changing with displacement. In this case, let us start. We will now prove this work energy theorem. Now let us consider, we know that kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, right? So now let us try to find what is change of kinetic energy with respect to time, because here anyways we want change of kinetic energy. So we say dk by dt will be equal to half m, because this is constant, into 2v dv by dt. Now this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So this will be equal to mv dv by dt. Correct? So here we can say this is equal to mv. What is dv by dt? dv by dt is nothing but acceleration. So this will be equal to mva This we can write as ma into v. What is mass into acceleration? Force. So this is force into velocity. Right. So what is velocity? Now velocity is equal to rate of change of displacement, that is dx by dt. So we get dk by dt is equal to f dx by dt. Now looking at both left hand side and right hand side, we can say dk is equal to f dx. Now what is f dx? If you integrate both the sides, let us suppose I integrate both the sides, you integrate it from k initial to k final, you integrate this side from x initial to x final. Right, that means for this displacement. Now what will be this? If you go to the previous slide and check, you will find that the work done in case of a variable force is given by integration of f into dx, where x is equal to x1 to x2. This is what we studied in our previous slide. So what is this? This right hand side term is nothing but work done. So this is equal to work done. Now here dk, k final to k initial is k final minus k initial, and on the right hand side we have w. Therefore we prove our work energy theorem. I hope it is clear to you. Just that in both the work energy theorem remains true for both constant force and variable force. Just that when we want to prove the same, we consider two different approaches. When we say it is a constant force, we can directly apply the kinematic equation and prove it. When I say variable force, in that case, variable force means we cannot say force is equal to mass into acceleration, because the force is changing with displacement. It is not only dependent on mass and acceleration, it is also dependent on displacement. Therefore, in this case, what we have done is, we have said that the work done is equal to f dx from xi to xf. That means this is how the work done is changing from initial position to final position. So I hope it is clear to you now. Work energy theorem. So till now, what all did we study in this chapter? What is work? We solved numericals on work. We studied what is kinetic energy, relation between work and kinetic energy. Now that we have studied kinetic energy, we will go ahead and study potential energy. See, in this chapter, basically in energy, we will study kinetic energy and potential energy. So let us now go ahead with potential energy. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.